In the age before memory, the earth burned, yet from sacred ash the lion awakened, carrying the promise that life never truly ends. With every step the guardian crossed scars of fire and silence, and where his shadow fell green, breath returned to the waiting soil, remembered forests drowned by war and smoke, yet his eyes held older songs teaching roots how to rise again. When poison waters trembled, the lion did not roar, he listened until rivers recalled their ancient path back toward light. Creatures returned not by command but by trust, sensing the land breathing steadily beneath the watchful stride of the guardian. Across broken plains and rusted battlefields, life followed him, rewriting grief into grass and teaching bones to shelter seeds again. Rain answered his patience, washing skies clean, while deserts remembered hidden dreams and opened their hands to bloom once more. Mountains softened, forests stood tall, and stars leaned closer, as if the world itself was learning how to heal again. Where cities fell, vines wrote new stories, proving stone remembers humility when guided by time, and living roots together again. At the edge of all paths the lion walked on, not to rule the world but to remind it how to endure. He crossed lands where silence once screamed, and every footprint whispered that survival is not conquest but remembrance of balance. From shattered trees new leaves listened carefully, learning resilience not from strength alone but from patience shaped by time. The lion's breath carried ancient lore, reminding every living thing that destruction never erases the will to begin again. Even scars became teachers as cracked earth opened gently, allowing light to settle where despair once hardened. In places abandoned by hope, small lives gathered, sensing protection not in claws but in presence, steady and enduring. Night fell without fear, stars mirrored seeds below, proving that rebirth always begins unseen, yet unstoppable. Winds changed direction, carrying forgotten pollen across borders drawn by war, not nature. The guardian paused where oceans met, ash and waves relearned how to cleanse sorrow without forgetting history. Each dawn followed him not as a witness but as a student, studying how survival becomes sacred to Tithys. The land remembered itself, and the lion continued forward, carrying no crown, only responsibility. As the lion advanced, forgotten valleys stirred, realizing survival was not chance but an ancient agreement renewed through time. Broken ecosystems listened closely, relearning harmony from the quiet authority of a guardian who never demanded worship. Fire returned not as destroyer but as purifier, clearing paths where life could choose wiser forms. The lion watched patiently as ashes cooled and green answers rose, proving resilience is born from understanding loss. Across poisoned grounds new footsteps appeared, tentative yet hopeful, trusting the land to forgive without forgetting. Even predators and prey shared stillness, sensing balance reshaping itself beyond fear. Beyond hunger, storms softened their rage, rains fell with purpose, washing wounds rather than reopening them. The guardian's eyes reflected futures not yet written, where survival meant coexistence instead of dominance. Every healed place became a promise silently passed between roots, rivers, and skies. This resilience matured, transforming recovery into wisdom carried forward by all living things. From the lion's path, stories awakened, reminding every creature that survival is remembrance, not resistance. Ancient scars across the land glowed softly, teaching that healing leaves marks meant to guide not. Shamuth wind carried forgotten songs, returning wisdom to valleys long silenced by conflict. Where borders once divided, life now moved freely, redefining territory as shared bread. The lion did not rule this reborn world, it listened, allowing balance to speak first. Strength revealed itself as restraint, power as patience, harmony as courage. Night creatures emerged unafraid, sensing protection woven into the rhythm of the land. Every heartbeat echoed a truth: survival endures only when life remembers life. The guardian's presence faded into legend, becoming belief carried by generations, and Tithys resilience became inheritance not owned but entrusted to all. Long after the lion vanished, its footsteps remained etched within mountains, memories, and migrating soul. Children yet unborn would feel this guidance, instinctively choosing care over conquest. Nature no longer waited to be saved, it remembered how to rise. Every renewal whispered the same truth: resilience is a shared responsibility. Land healed not because it was spared but because it was respected. From ruin grew reverence, from loss grew understanding. The ancient pact returned and spoken, binding life through humility rather than fear. Thus survival transformed into stewardship, carried by those who listened. The spirit of the lion became the path itself, guiding humanity home, and so life endured not by force, but by harmony, remembered forever.